Good morning, students. So today we'll see lecture 13. Here we'll solve a problem in cantilever. So I have two parts for this lecture. So I'm going to solve two problems. So see this problem. So sometimes they won't give you the diagram. You have to draw the diagram. So here a cantilever of length 2 meter carries a UDL of 1.5 kilonewton per meter run over the whole length and a point load of 2 kilonewton at a distance of 0.5 meter from the free end. So see, a cantilever has a fixed end and a free end. So from the free end there is a point load of 2 kilonewton. So if cantilever is AB, A is a fixed end, B is a free end. So from the free end B you have a point load of 2 kilonewton. So try drawing it. After you see this problem, try drawing, okay. Free end B you have 2 kilonewton load at 0.5 meters. What is the total length? 2 meters. So what is 2 meter minus 0.5 meters? 1.5 meters. Okay. So it is 0.5 meters from the free end and 1.5 meters from the fixed end A. And again it carries UDL of 1.5 kilonewton per meter over the whole length. So mark that also. So you have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So this is a diagram. So first point, read the problem carefully and draw the diagram. If you draw the diagram wrong, then there is no use of proceeding. Okay. So see this problem. As I told you, see the point load 2 kilonewton per meter. See the point load 2 kilonewton per meter. It is acting at 0.5 meters. So remaining is 1.5 meters. Total length is 2 meters. It is carrying a UDL over the whole length. The UDL is 1.5 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So after drawing this, now we'll proceed to the problem. So as usual, first is the shear force calculation. The shear force calculation, so I told you to follow it as downward is negative, sign convention. So see here, so now we'll start. Now B right, you have no load, so 0. So I told you always to look at the right of the section. So B right 0, B left also 0. If it is a UDL, B right and B left is equal to 0, which I already told you. Okay, and now proceeding to C right. Okay, C right, what do you see to the right? You have a UDL, right? What is the intensity? 1.5 kilonewton per meter. So you know UDL for shear force it is 1.5 kilonewton per meter. For 1 meter it is 1.5. So what is the distance here? 0.5 meter. So shear force equal to 1.5 into 0.5. Again it is negative. Okay. Now C left. What will be difference in C left? C left. One second. C left. C left. In addition to 1.5 into 0.5, which is a UDL, you also have the point load of 2 kilonewton. So that you have to add. So minus 1.5 into 0.5 is a UDL, and you have 2 kilonewton point load. Okay. See here. And now we'll proceed to A right. A left, you know it is always 0. So beyond the support. Okay. So A right. Now come to A right. So let me reduce it. Sorry. Okay. You get the complete picture of the beam. Now A right. So A right is 1.5. You see the entire UDL over the whole length. So it is minus 1.5 into 2. Okay. So UDL always remember, don't forget 1.5 kilonewton per meter. So for 1 meter it is 1.5. So for 2 meter it is 1.5 into 2. So minus 1.5 into 2 and minus 2. So point load you have to take the intensity as it is. So 2. So minus 1.5 into 2 and 2. So both are negative, acting downward. So see here, minus 1.5 into 2, minus 2, it is minus 5. That's it. I hope you understand. Okay. Now we'll proceed to the bending moment calculation. So bending moment, we'll see here itself. Bending moment, you don't take 2 points, right and left. So first we'll start with B point. So B point, it is 0, no load. Now coming to C point. C point, what do you see? As in the shear force, you can see the UDL 1.5 kilonewton per meter over length of 0.5 meter. And you can't see the point load. You're taking the bending moment at the load. So distance between the point C and the point of application of the point load is the same. The distance 0, so bending moment is also 0. Bending moment load into distance, so it is 0. So what you have to consider? You have to only consider the UDL. So what is the bending moment for the UDL? The intensity of UDL is 1.5 into 0.5. So that into 0.5 by 2. I already told you, always the UDL will act at the center. So from the center to the C point is 0.5 by 2. Okay. So see here. So minus 1.5 into 0.5 is the intensity of load into 0.5 by 2, which is minus 0.1875 kilonewton meter. So shear force kilonewton, bending moment kilonewton meter. So load into distance. So kilonewton dot meter or kilonewton into meter, not kilonewton per meter. What is the meaning of kilonewton per meter? For 1 meter it is some intensity. Okay. Now we'll see point A. Point A, what can you see? Point A, you can see the entire load 1.5 kilonewton per meter over length of 2 meters. So always UDL be concerned with the length. Okay, so 1.5 kilonewton per meter for 2 meter. So 1.5 into 2 is the load. And what is the bending moment? What is the distance? Again, it is a UDL. It will be acting in the center of 2 meters. So center of 2 meters. 2 by 2, so it is minus 1.5 into 2 into 2 by 2. That is for the UDL. You can also see the point load. The last case, and when we took the bending moment at C, the point of application of the load and the bending moment point were the same. So distance was 0. But now A is acting here. So we are considering A here. The load is acting at C. So what is the distance between the point of application of load and A? It is 1.5 meters. So that you have to see 1.5 meters. So it is 2 into 1.5. Okay. So what is the bending moment? Minus within brackets 1.5 into 2 by 2 and minus within brackets 2 into what is the distance? 1.5 meters. That's all. That is the bending moment. So what is the value? Minus 6. Now we'll draw the shear force diagram. You have all the values, just draw it. Okay. So all the values are negative. So it is below the baseline. So whatever is above, we'll take it as positive. Now here everything is below the baseline. So B right and B left 0. C left minus 0.5. And you also have minus 0.5. You also have minus 0.25, sorry, minus 2.75. Mark all the values on C. And for A it is 5 and 0. So mark all the points. Then you can join. So you can join using straight lines. Whether you have a UDL or a point load, when drawing the shear force diagram for a cantilever, you can join by using straight lines. Okay. First mark all the points. As I told you, try drawing. Okay. You can't learn a problematic subject by just listening. You have to work it out. So as every day, so this problem also you have to work it out. So make it a point to work it out. Don't just copy. The whole purpose won't be served. And then you submit your scan notes. That is the assignment today. Okay. As always, you'll have the assignment today also. So when you complete the class, mark the attendance and submit your notes as assignment. Okay. Every day you have to do it. Work it out. Okay. Don't just copy. There is no use of copying or writing very neatly. You try it out. If you have any doubt, I'll be available during the class online. Okay, I'll send you the link. You can ask me the doubts, or even after the class you can ask me all the doubts. Okay. So coming to bending moment diagram, again mark all the points. B0 and C it is minus 0.1875. And again at A it is 6. Okay. So mark all the values. Then when you join it, you should join as a curved portion. Why as a curved portion? Because it varies according to the parabolic law and it won't be a straight line. It will be a curved line. Okay. So that's all. The problem is quite simple. Shear force and bending moment is very simple, but then you have to be careful with the sign convention and you have to know when to consider how to consider for UDL and bending moment. I'll repeat. For shear force, point load, take the value as it is. For UDL, multiply by the distance. And again for bending moment, for UDL it is point load and distance only. For UDL it is point load and distance into distance by 2. Okay. So last problem also go through. So keep on working out. Okay. Make it a point to work it on the same day. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. This is part 1. One problem I have solved. We also have part 2 where we have a cantilever with a UDL. So feel free to ask all your doubts. And again I repeat, don't just copy. Understand. If you don't understand, you can always contact me during the class. So today we have the class at 10:30 to 11:10. I'll be available online. I'll send the Google Meet invitation. I'm online, so you can ask me doubts. Even after the class, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. So today we'll complete cantilever and we'll proceed on to simply supported beams. Thank you. So cantilever, always a bending moment and shear force is negative according to our sign convention. Okay, thank you.